wait till I get famous and I switch up, switch up, switch up, switch up, switch up. Get some money, then I started acting different, 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 different. I can't wait till I get famous and I.
Let's get right into it. I got a little bit of a hard stop, so I got like an hour for y'all. Get out of here around 7:10. All right.
Okay.
No offense to y'all. I'm just happy to be out here, and there's a little proposal that's probably gonna be going on soon. So I don't want to be potted and missing out.
I didn't know that you were Mormon.
Mormon?
Yeah, Mormon. You getting another wife?
Hell no, I could never have two wives. That's too much.
Yeah, like for real, how do they do that? No, I guess that's why like why their women like are so subservient, right? Like
to say it would only I couldn't have two Shalandas. It's a wrap. They would have to be like two super like you said, submissive women that just do what I say when I say, and I don't have to worry about it. Besides that, it's over. Any type of opinionation y'all got, I can't handle it. Yes, that's a new word, opinionation.
Yeah, or whatever nation you come from, like, I mean, you could be Asian or what have you, like, it's just a lot of women.
Yeah, it is a lot of women. Shout outs. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start it off.
Shout out to women.
To what? Women?
To women.
Your image cut out every time.
Oh, I said to women.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you said. Cheers to women. Hell yeah. Big gulp to that. Okay, this is the No Consensus Podcast. It's your boy Mike Jack, aka Fresh Cut Shawty, aka Beard Looking Good, Golden Brown Skin, Melanin Mike. Oh, I like that. Melanin Mike. Okay, to my left, we got Red Top Jake, aka Jake the Jobber, aka the Cranberry. And then below me, we got my boy Wazzy, a.k.a. the White Claw, a.k.a. the Mountain, a.k.a. Suck My LaCrotch. And this is a No Consensus Podcast.
Wazzy, I think you need to grow your nails out and sharpen them, and then you can actually be the White Claw.
How fire would that be? Before you got on here, Jake, we was talking about how much of a slut the Cranberry is. Do you agree with this statement?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who the PR guy is for Cranberries, but I can't. Somebody made that joke. That's not me. That's not original. But there's a comedian who's got a joke about the Cranberry PR guy.
Yeah, that's funny. Cranberry is like the 2008 Lil Wayne of berries. It just jumps on everybody's shit. I like it. I'm gonna write that down.
Chex Mix featuring Cranberries.
I forgot. Cranberry not only jumping in all your juices, but it's definitely jumping in your trail mixes and shit too. That's crazy.
Why am I so red though?
Because you been eating them fucking cranberries, bro. Gotta calm down on them. You sleep?
I think that's a byproduct of my cranberry consumption.
So how tight is that pillow? Maybe you're just choking yourself.
That pillow do look like it's tight as fuck. Just cut.
I'm not going to judge what you're into, but
I got a full 3 fingers.
It looks like I don't think pillow should say "Go to sleep, bitch" on it.
Yeah, I like that. The Ludacris special. Shout out to Ludacris, by the way. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing, but shout out to Ludacris.
He just did a Verzuz battle against Nelly and wiped the flow with Nelly. But both of them had a good showing because there was a lot of songs I forgot Nelly was on, but there was also a lot of songs I forgot Ludacris had too. It was a good ass battle. They need to expand this from hip hop to other people too, because I would love to see the Justin Timberlake versus Britney Spears. I would love to see a I don't know, like Linkin Park versus Gym Class Heroes type thing or something. Like I want to get out there. Rage Against the Machine, Metallica, go old school on them. Who the fuck would Metallica battle? What's another band that could go?
Megadeth.
You said who?
Megadeth.
Ooh, that'd be.
I mean, that's one right there. Ooh, Mike, look at that freeze. Get that print screen going. Mr. Freeze.
You're a mean one.
That's sexy.
Wazi, also, you were saying that there are now people out here who want to argue about who is being oppressed more. Have you seen this on the interwebs, Jake?
Dude, I've been seeing it for years. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know, but because Wazi said it's the Indians trying to say they've been oppressed more than blacks in America. Is that what you were saying, Wazi?
I mean, I'm just going based off of rumblings that I've heard on various like news type channels. I don't know how much of it is satire and how much of it is serious, but
I mean, I was hearing that sort of stuff like 8-10 years ago on the reservation. Like, like y'all think you got it bad.
And I don't know. It's because it's funny you even brought that up because I thought about that today. Excuse me. Actually, when I got here, I thought about it. And I just hate that people take certain things and say, you think you got it bad, we got it worse. When in reality, it's not about who got it worse at all. It's just, you can be oppressed, I can be oppressed. Don't be upset when I speak out about it. You should be speaking out as well. You should be backing us. We should be backing you. And it should be all a thing of, hey, how do we get people to just hate you just because you're a terrible person altogether?
Well, I think what you're talking about right there is like a crucial point regarding like the all lives matter sort of people, because like they'll go ahead and bring up about how many white people are killed by cops. Yeah, that's a valid point. Be in the fucking streets about it then.
Right.
Like white people, like by the numbers, more white people are killed by police than blacks.
Yep.
Not percentage wise, but by the raw numbers, yeah. So then go ahead and like protest about it. Actually do something.
And that's what.
Don't be mad because you're too lazy to do something and someone else is doing something. Like,
bro, and we had touched on that a couple podcasts back. But yes, like instead of telling us not, like, you want us to not say nothing, you say something, motherfucker. Or maybe you like getting killed by cops. I don't like it, so I'm going to go outside and say something about it, motherfucker. You can be happy with it. It don't make sense.
You cut out for half of that, and it came back with, I like being killed by cops.
On my end, they got everything I said, so I'll say it over again for y'all. Can you hear me? I was saying,
I had to turn my headphones up.
To turn your mic down a little bit too. It's like, I think that might be what's causing it to cut out.
Who, me?
Jake.
Oh, okay, bro. You was laughing, Wazi, and I'm like, what I say that was funny. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, that's a valid point, Jake. Like, don't be mad that somebody else is protesting or upset about something. Like, jump on with the bandwagon or start using your platform to speak about your shit too. You don't have to shit on other people to build yourself up. And that's an issue that I see in society altogether. People feel like in order to build themselves up, they gotta shit on other people or push other people down in order for you to see their light and see their way. When in reality, you don't gotta do that, bro.
I mean, that's a lot of the core of the gatekeeping that has been going on lately, especially with like depression gatekeeping. And that's been going on for a long time. So
break it down.
Like,
what you mean the gatekeeping?
So a lot of people will get depressed. A lot of people have had depression. Some people are in worse spots than others. But if somebody says, "Hey, I'm feeling depressed," and then somebody else goes, "You think you're depressed? I've got blah 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 blah." Don't make things seem like one thing is important and the other isn't. You know, everything is most important to yourself. So,
yep,
right, because that's the ego speaking there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, so there's to a certain degree, there's like two ways that I can go ahead and move up a ladder, right? And one way is for me to actually do the work to climb up the ladder itself, but another way is to go ahead and put rungs below me to pull others down. I feel like that's a lot of what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of people wanting to move up, but they want to do it the easy way. They don't want to put the work in and stuff. So I'm going to bring you down and put you below my level so that now I could be superior to that. But like, you're still just the king of shit then, because you're not actually objectively, you're not higher at all.
Yep. And I don't even go ahead, Wazzy. Go ahead.
I remember at the beginning of quarantine, everybody saying, "Oh, look at this poor millionaire stuck in a mansion." I'm like, that is the exact same thing. I mean, if there's somebody who's been around 50 people a day and they're used to that, all of a sudden they have nothing around them, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, and a lot of those times, those 10, 15 people, 50 people are what's keeping them from suffering from that deep depression. You know what I'm saying? And then you take it away, now they super susceptible to sliding into, a slippery slope, man, and feeling real bad. And sometimes you need that, though, because those friends you're keeping around is really just a facade. So sometimes you need that to figure out, all right, I got to go to this deep place and figure out really what's going on. But sometimes people go to that dark place and don't come back. So it's kind of scary.
It prevents you from looking in the mirror at times.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
shouts Wayne again.
You said Wayne again.
Lil Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to what you were saying, Jake, how you used to hear a lot about the Native American people. You at one point were dating and engaged to a Native American woman, but I don't like talking about other people's races without them being here. You got a little insight on it, but I don't know how comfortable you feel about sharing that shit. But it just brings you to a point, like what Wazzy said. You can't. What you think is bad ain't always. I don't know. So let me break it down. What would you rather do? Would you rather just get killed, or would you rather be enslaved for however many years? Now that's I don't know what type of philosophical question is in there or what type of preference that is, but either way, neither one of those options are the options that any human being should have to choose. So what are we arguing about?
Mm-hmm. Right, like you can look at it, who had the more shitty situation or less shitty situation, or you could be like trying to figure out like how do we have an actual desirable situation?
Yep, exactly. Because
go ahead. I was going to say, what are the steps needed for A to B?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because even from what I hear from you, Jake, there seems to be a lot of inability to know your identity in the Native American community. Because you were saying your wife used to get made fun of for being...
Mike cutting out again.
I mean, my bad. You hear me?
That hotel Wi-Fi.
Cut it out.
I should go see if I can plug in correctly.
You're in a hotel, Mike?
Hell no, I'm in an Airbnb.
Oh. Oh, tell Shalonda I said happy birthday, by the way. I was planning on saying, like, I don't say it online because I knew I was going to see her until I didn't.
Same.
I got you. I'll bring her in here. What I was saying was, from what you had let me know before with your ex, is that there was a lot of identity crisis within the Native American community as well, and how she used to even get made fun of for being pure, right? Like her mom and dad were Native American. Was that a thing?
No. No, her dad was white, so she got beat up by both people. The whites, gave her shit for being too native, and the natives gave her shit for being too white.
Calling them shit like apples and shit.
Red on the outside, white on the inside. But yeah, that's a classic example, right? Like Apple, Oreo, all Twinkies,
Banana,
like all those are, all those are classic examples of, and really what that is the no true Scotsman sort of fallacy, that like, well, no, to be truly black is to be this, to be truly white is to be this, and you're creating this ideal that no one ever actually manifests.
This is why we have you on a podcast saying shit like the no true Scoutsman idea. And don't know other podcasts bring that up, baby. My boy Google Jake. You the truth, bro.
Probably just lies, but yeah, Goo Jake.
All right. Off of the serious shit. What's up with y'all?
Well, hold on, because we've talked about a couple, like, well, fuck me, Lil Wayne and a couple. Shut your mouth, But so did you listen to that?
The cut,
Moon Man? Yeah.
Nope, not yet. And I should have. I just had a long ass drive and I forgot about it.
Yeah, really good.
Is it a song
I was digging it.
or is it a project? Yeah. Okay, just one song.
It's just one song, which is why, like, I had the notification for it when I woke up this morning, and I held off because I figured it was a project, but no, it's just one track. It's like 3 minutes long, something like that, 4 minutes. Really good though. And then the video that goes along with it, I felt was very insightful because, like, I don't know, M says something about being king of the rappers or whatever, and like and then all of a sudden you see this like crown logo, and I'm like, I know I've seen that before. Hold on a second. J. Cole crown image search. Yep.
That's fire.
So I was like, wait a second here, but yeah, it was really good.
The fact that I know that shit off the top of my head is funny. I just listened to one listener to a little, like 2 months ago, though.
Yeah. So I don't know if they will be putting out a project, because if I remember correctly, at the end of the song, there's some sort of reference to a trilogy, and I don't think that they've done anything together before. So
Cudi and M. He might have some hums on an Eminem song somewhere. You know, Kid Cudi love the fucking on some shit. I don't think they got no real features together though. But Cudi, yeah, that's another artist that depression hit his ass hard, and he went to a weird state with his music, and he just now kind of coming out on the other side. So I am excited to see what he does with his career this point, moving forward. Let me grab my charger real quick.
What Airbnb is this? Is it a dorm room?
I think it's a Dungeons and Dragons house.
It is. It is a. It is like a. It's definitely like a dragon type house. That's sick.
That is a cool picture. I like it.
Yeah. They got like mini golf outside in the backyard and shit. And arcade games in the house. It's for this kid's birthday, so they had to get some sick shit for him. What they didn't know is that I love all that shit too.
Plot twist. They actually planned it for Mike.
That's a big plot. What you say, Wazzy?
I said Mike is a big kid. Wow, that's new information.
I'm a big kid now.
Woo!
What is that from? That's like a Huggies commercial or something?
Pull-ups, yeah.
Gay. Alright, we're back. Woo.
Okay, we're back. We should just do that for like the whole podcast. Like, yeah, so did you guys see the new movie?
Nah, we are not fucking TMZ interviewers, bro. Hey, Kanye, hey.
Just a bunch of quick cuts.
Yeah. Fucking TMZ. I can't believe people watch that garbage and just kill themselves.
Wait, what about killing themselves?
Watching TMZ, it just ruins your brain cells.
Oh, yeah. For a second, I thought like TMZ was going ahead and showing like suicide videos or something like that.
Nah, and also, like, how do you even get into the paparazzi game? Are you just that much of a dick where you wake up or you grow up saying to yourself, "I just want to chase celebrities around and get pictures of them doing embarrassing shit for the rest of my life"?
I mean,
it's the people who want to feel better than others. Oh, look, this person did something that I could never imagine doing. They're a terrible person, and I can get money for it.
Right? They essentially just like going back to like what we were saying earlier. They're not capable of actually producing anything themselves, so they have to destroy others by catching them in the act, you know. And I think it's really interesting when you look at a lot of that stuff and like, well, is it like, why are you destroying something? Is it because you're just not capable of creating? Yeah. Because you could go ahead and create something yourself, you know. Just like you know, in music, you know, like, well, you could put out your own album. Oh no, you're just gonna be on Twitter going ahead and shitting on everyone else's projects. I gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah.
I just had another thought, and it almost hit some of that conspiracy theory part of the brain where you get to see something that nobody else sees and you can share it with others.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that inquisitive curiosity type thing.
Yep. I gotta message my wife for another drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna start slowing down on this guy here. So,
but I'm gonna also say I think it's an addiction, y'all. I think some of these guys probably go to LA and then they get down to their last dollar and they fuck around and get a picture or a video or some shit. And then TMZ get their ass $5,000 for the video to have the rights and play it. And now you addicted. You like, oh, that was easy. How can I get another 5,000, 10,000? Next thing you know, you chasing motherfuckers down. I don't know what the big streets in LA is, but you know, LA Boulevard. I'm gonna just say that. You chasing motherfuckers around Hollywood, trying to get that big break again. That's, you know, I guarantee it's a bunch of kids like that out there.
Well, it's also funny. I saw somebody post, like, they went ahead and shared someone else's post on Facebook, going ahead and it said something to the effect of, it doesn't matter that none of you care and support me, but I'm proud to be a mother every morning I wake up. And like, coming from this person in particular, I'm sitting there like, what are you talking about? You post pictures of your children non-stop, and you get like 100 likes every time. Like, there's nothing but comments like supporting you. Nobody doesn't support you, and I feel like it's just that, like, I mean, for example, like that sort of specific post, well, people have to comment saying, "Oh no, you're doing a great job.
We love you. Keep it up." Yeah,
It's
I
a real life
you."
meme of nobody said.
Right, exactly, and it's just so funny to me because like it got me thinking like about like um like the actors and stuff like that Wazzy was talking about earlier, like in these mansions, like who used to have all this attention, like with social media, it can very quickly and easily become super easy and such a low bar to get that level of attention. You don't even have to make a song and perform in front of a live crowd. You don't even have to go ahead and act in front of people in order to get all this attention. All you got to do is click a share button. You don't even have to write a post. You can share someone else's post, and you're still getting all of this flood of attention and all of these likes and stuff. And yeah, it's super addictive, right? So I don't know. It's funny.
yeah, that's you're right though, and there's something to that. There's something psychological to that. Like you woke up one morning and felt like I need to get some love today. And so, and the fucked up part about it is they make up this thing in their mind where nobody really like me, nobody really fuck with me. And so they write a status out like that, knowing that they gonna get the love that they craving and get that little fill of attention that they need. It's like it's a bit of narcissism, that's in there for sure.
Well, and then and like we all have, I believe that we all have like to varying degrees, that ego, that narcissism, and stuff like that,
Hell
and
yeah.
And it's a constant battle against it, right? But with things like social media, it enables it, which then raises that bar. Like, oh shit, 20 likes ain't anything now because I had 50 that one day. And now 50 is nothing because I got 100 on that one post and that sort of thing, and.
And then you blame the algorithms. That's a hot word right now. The Facebook don't want people to see my shit. Fuck Facebook. Fuck Instagram.
We had talked a couple weeks about the dopamine and serotonin.
Invalid, by the way. But go ahead, Wazzy.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's kind of like the dopamine and serotonin conversation we had a couple weeks ago, where it's so easy to get that hit.
Yep, it really is, bro. You post something, motherfucker. You post something in there. For the people who just listening, Jake now looks like a kid that's going to grow up to be a child molester. I don't know what the fuck he just did with his hair, but it looks terrible. Thank you. Now you got your Green Day going on here. I don't know.
I got that dookie.
That dookie.
Shout out to your album Dookie, by the way.
Yeah, that's just some balls, boy. That's some balls on you. Because then you could just be like, we knew it was gonna be Dookie. Like that's why we named it that.
That's a good point.
Yeah. If it flopped, you'd be like, we named it because we knew it was gonna flop. And the fucking hipsters gonna love that. They didn't even think that album was good themselves. They just put it out. Just how hipsters be. I fucking hate hipsters.
They did it for the lulz because it's ironic.
They weren't even trying. They weren't even trying when they made that album. That's why they named it Dookie. That's how good they are.
How ironic is it that I spent 80 hours going ahead and writing this song to make it intentionally garbage on purpose? I put all of this work in it. How ironic is that?
Hipsters love irony.
Are hipsters the current day punk kids?
Oh, I think hipsters. Yeah, I don't know. Hippies.
I don't know if I would go ahead and lump all punk into with the hipsters.
Yeah, I don't think so neither.
The noise music guys, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go ahead and rattle a microphone into a tin coffee can for 72 hours straight.
Fire.
Because this is
That's fucking musical genius right there, Jacob. Don't you ever disrespect it again.
Mike, you say that one more time and I'm going to paint this wall behind me.
That's a good wall to paint, too. I like that wall.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, a little
Kurt butt naked right now? Jesus Christ. When does it become acceptable to just start saying Kurt Cobain like that, bro? God damn, the man killed himself. And there's been 100 lyrics, jokes. Mm-hmm. It's just funny when shit gets acceptable, or when shit gets acceptable is what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no like Amy Winehouse jokes out there, like.
I mean, she wrote the joke herself with that Rehab song.
And Jake just had an Amy Winehouse joke.
I'm not the first. That's low-hanging fruit, man.
Oh, that's funny. So, did y'all see my post about the iPhones?
Yeah, I commented on it. Of course I saw it.
I knew you saw it. I was just wondering if Wazzy saw it. First of all, I don't even know how you use Facebook, Waz. Do you only have Messenger? Or do you look at posts that go on your wall at all, like your feed?
No, I have a Messenger desktop app. So once every 2 weeks or so, I'll see if there's anything on there.
And there never is.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I posted a article today or yesterday, I can't remember, to just to piss off the Apple fanboys, right? Because first of all, the website I got it from, I don't even know how reputable the site is, bro. I can't even remember what the name of the site was.
Mike's going ahead and sharing Breitbart articles about Apple over here.
But apparently Apple is thinking about selling phones next gen without the chargers. No chargers are going to come with your phone when you buy it.
Or headphones.
Or headphones. So when you buy a phone, Wazzy, that bitch might, not you, because we're all smart consumers here. But if you buy a phone from Apple in this next generation, it might not come with a charger. Now,
I think that is driven by one of the European or the EU bills that want to cut down on the amount of chargers and cables that are sent out. So, I mean, it makes sense.
So, no, it does not make sense. Now, what it does make is I can understand it. It sounds logical a little bit. But at the end of the day, Apple is not the one that can do that. Androids, we keep the same chargers. Everybody's switching over to USB-C now. Everything's going to be one charger, one thing. Everything was USB forever. Now we switching to something new. iPhone changes their chargers so much, dog, that you can't just stop giving motherfuckers chargers, bro. Especially how expensive y'all make y'all shit.
Are the current iPhones Thunderbolt now?
I don't know what.
I thought they were Thunderbolt or USB-C.
I know they were Lightning.
Lightning.
Thunderbolt is like the HDMI mini.
USB-C.
Sort of thing.
Thunderbolt.
So your phones are going USB-C?
Pardon?
Are they going USB-C?
I would imagine
USB-C.
If they're not going to have a charger, they aren't going to be doing. I mean, unless it was purely, like Jake said, for money. But
so what is
the article?
So, go ahead.
The 11 Pro and 11 Pro.
Let me see it. The 11 Pro. That's what came out this year. Last year.
Where did I see it? The 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max come with a USB-C to Lightning cable. So, if it comes with that USB-C to Lightning cable, you don't need a charger. I have 4 USB-C chargers that I've gotten with the Pixels over the years.
You said USB-C to Lightning, right?
Yeah, the 11 Pro. That's current, right? The 11 Pro.
Yeah, it's I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
their laptops now, like the MacBook Air, uses
A USB-C.
USB-C.
Yep.
Yeah, so now, because I mean, for one, they want you in the whole ecosystem, right? So you already have a charger, you just need an adapter for it. But it does make me wonder if if the adapter is a setup to go to like the next gen being USB-C or the gen after that, if they're looking ahead like that.
Well,
Yeah.
if the iPhone comes with a USB-C to Lightning cable, then
But that's not the charger that iPhones have right now. Whatever that is, that Lightning shit
Yeah,
is like a one of a kind cable, and it's expensive to buy when you want them bitches. And they changed the type of Lightning. They've changed it at least the last 2 times that I remember. So now, say your next one is going to be USB C. Okay, that's cool. We got USB Cs. Don't know Apple users got no fucking USB C cable. So now I gotta
right.
know how much are you taking off of this phone in order to make that even make sense, and then how much are these chargers gonna cost when you have to buy them. So I posted that, and I'm also saying that because my man's went on there. He said that Samsung was talking about doing the same thing, and I'm like, bro, that's not what the fuck I said. If anybody do shit like this, because how often are we changing our phones? I change my shit every 2 years or so. And that's about what I think all of us do. By every 2 years, we get a new phone. By the end of my 2 years, bro, I need a new charger. So I much rather have that bitch already with the phone than having to do some extra shit just to get a charger for a phone, bro. It just don't make
what
sense.
what are you doing to need a new charger?
Yeah, bro.
It's
Are you?
2 years,
That's what I'm
Wazzy.
chewing them.
I'm working at
This,
home. I'm working at work. I'm going out of town, bringing that bitch with me sometimes.
they're not Twizzlers, bro. You're not supposed to chew on them.
Shut the fuck up. And you gotta tell my kid that. Num 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 num. It's just 2 years, bro. And over 2 years, I'm gonna lose some shit, especially a charger. That's all I'm saying. So if you say you could even do like 2 bundles. Here's the bundle with the charger. Here's the bundle without it. Fuck you. I need that charger. And headphones too, especially now that they're making those expensive ass AirPods. Dog. I don't know
There's
why
one
anybody do them
59.
bitches. There's so many Bluetooth headphones out here that's good for a lot cheaper.
Well, Mike,
You
next
keep
time I'm
on the
over,
Jones, bro.
I'll bring a charger for you. I have one over there. I'll give it
I
to you.
literally need a charger right now. Yes.
USB-C.
Yes.
I can't get it to you right now. I can get it to you next week.
That's fine. I
You
need that bitch.
just 3D print it, man.
Damn, can you 3D print chargers?
No,
Oh, okay.
not yet.
That's it.
You could 3D print a house though, so
It's got your name on it.
My man's. And that's exactly what I need too. So Wazzy, you down for the no phones with no chargers movement then?
Yeah, I don't see a need for another charger. It's just more e-waste.
You too, Jake, or you need a charger with your phone when you buy that bitch?
I appreciate a charger. I don't need one right now, but I do like having backups and stuff like that because I don't have a bunch of USB-C chargers. I have my laptop charger, which is USB-C, my phone, the charger that came with my phone, and then I have one other one which is in my car.
Yeah.
So that's all the ones I have. I mean I don't have an issue currently or anything, but like that also doesn't make me feel like I'm in like a super comfortable position to just be turning away chargers neither.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all I'm saying because over 2 years, even if I don't lose it, bro, something's happening to it. Wear and tear. Shit stops working. You got to fiddle with the cord. You gotta do certain shit. I just would rather have a brand new bitch with me with a brand new phone just to start off. Because even if I make it through the 2 years with the same charger I had, now how much longer is it gonna last from these 2 years? You know what I'm saying? Just give me a fucking charger with my shit. This is why
like,
there's
are
no
the phones going to be cheaper?
Huh?
You know, like, are the phones going to be cheaper? You know, like,
they say
I'm
the phone's
getting all
gonna be
these
cheaper,
accessories.
but how much cheaper?
Yeah. But, like, my thing with it, though, is how much can we go ahead and criticize the Apple fanboys for still going with Apple if everyone else is going to be doing the same thing as well, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Whoever, but I know Apple fanboys. I know me.
Oh, yeah.
The moment Samsung stops doing something or does some wild shit, I got no problem switching to something else, bro. Get me a Google phone. Get me a LG if they acting right. Give me the one.
Yeah. We're on consensus with that.
You just both shook your head so fast together. That was the most consensus we've ever been on this podcast. It's like, nah. But you know what I'm saying? I will leave Samsung so fast. I know Apple, because they put too much investment in Apple. They got Apple TV at the crib, Apple phones, Apple iPods, Apple AirPods. You know, their whole life is Apple. So it's damn near impossible for a lot of my friends to even turn away from it, because it's going to be a whole new lifestyle. And we already saw that when they hit their asses with the dongle gate. Like, they fucked y'all all the way up with dongle gate. Y'all just kept riding. So Apple know now, like, we can do anything to these motherfuckers, and they gonna ride.
I read another article that a lot of the iMessage and all of that app integration stuff makes it almost impossible for an Apple person to leave too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and not just like the convenience for your own self, but like the community shames you.
Yep.
Which is hilarious.
Blue icon instead of a green icon or something now.
Yeah.
You don't even get your number back in some cases. You have to call them.
Shawana's number she got was somebody's old iPhone number. She had to go through so much shit to straighten it out, because there was still something going on with her phone being on Apple servers or something. I can't remember what was going on, because it wasn't happening to me, so I ain't really give a fuck. But yeah.
So sweet.
But yeah, that shit crazy.
That's one of the things. That's one of the things I appreciate about Android is the separation between the software and the operating system and the manufacturers. So I can go ahead and be like, no, LG fucked me over. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Samsung or Motorola. I'm going to go to another manufacturer, and I'm not going to have any hiccups with anything else.
Yep.
My Chromecast still works the same, you know. My tablet still works the same. Like,
my shit saved on Google Play, or guess what? I can back my shit up to OneDrive, or I can back my shit up to Google Drive, or I could just save my shit onto my computer. Easy peasy, bro.
And then Android 11 is getting a AirDrop type feature.
Ooh,
interesting.
They've already been kind of doing shit. Like, Samsung got different things that you can throw shit to each other's phones. It don't work as well as AirDrop does, so I'm hoping whatever they come out with, because that shit is just be super simple. Send it to their phone and they got it. I do like shit like that.
And that's I feel like that's the funny thing with Apple is that Samsung or Android in general will be doing something way before Apple does it. But I mean, it's like bleeding edge technology, and it's not working. There's a bunch of bugs and stuff like that, and Apple waits till everyone else gets it figured out, and then they start integrating it. With the exception of AirDrop,
Yeah, but is AirDrop different than old school NFC or Bluetooth?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It just works a lot easier. Wise, it's not.
And over greater distance too.
Yeah, over greater distance. Like when iPhones are airdropping shit to each other, you literally just hit it, send it. Like for me, I'm able to fiddle with my NFC, make sure my devices like you can view my device so you can share to it. It's a lot of shit that be going on sometimes, but
Yeah, but also again, the nice thing is that within the Android world is that Samsung has the money and resources to experiment with stuff like this.
yep.
And they can go ahead and work out bugs with their little version of it, and then the people at Android can look at it and be like, "Ooh, I like what you did there. We're going to integrate that into the entire operating system now for everyone on our platform to use."
Yep. That's just fire.
Yeah. You guys listen to the album?
Nope, not yet.
I wanted to talk about it.
Sorry, guys. It was Shalana's birthday yesterday.
She would have loved it.
Probably she would have, but I just was moving. I was shaking and grooving this whole week, so I apologize. We'll get into it though next week for sure, because I got this long drive back, and I'll listen to it twice on the drive home.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll easily listen to it again.
I knew you would,
Wazzy was fucking with this one, boy. Okay, I'm excited.
So I want
to say too, though.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing I wanna say is I got weird Black Sabbath meets Godsmack vibes.
At a particular time, or
the entire album was like
okay,
a slider of that with a little bit of what's the other band? The one that you always remind me of. Bad Hammer, Ghost.
Oh, Ghost, yeah.
Like a little, just sprinkling. It was good.
Now you got me wanting to listen to War Pigs, which is interesting. No, that's a Black Sabbath song, War Pigs. But I was listening to some Garth Brooks earlier, and boy, does that shit slap! Damn, I was pissing Julia off because I had my headphones in, and I'm just sitting there listening, and I was singing along and everything. Like she's just trying to work, and then all of a sudden I'm like, "I've got friends." She's
Shout
like,
out to Jake for saying that Garth Brooks slaps. That might be the first time that sentence has ever been uttered in history. But Garth Brooks
is allowed their
slap.
opinion.
No, Garth Brooks slap a little bit.
Yeah, like I'm not a big fan of like the genre of country that he fits into, which is a little more poppy. I'm not a big fan of that genre, but like he knows how to write a song.
Yeah.
Now Thunder Rolls? Oh, come on now.
Get you in your feelings, huh? Fuck, Jake, you made me forget what I was gonna say, bro. I gotta rewind real quick. We was talking about Apple, Samsung, Charger.
Music?
No, it was before the music shit. Damn, bro, I had something good for your ass, and you want to bring up the album and fucked up my train of thought.
Well, I want to make sure we didn't forget about it.
You said what?
I don't know what I said. Was it airdrop related? NFC, Bluetooth? Have you been to a dentist lately? Speaking of Bluetooth?
Have I been to the dentist lately?
Yeah, when's the last time you guys been to the dentist?
6 months ago?
I actually just went on Mike's birthday.
Oh, okay. I gotta get my shit together, apparently.
Once again, though, bro, it's about how people are handling it. I called them. What y'all doing up there? It's appointment only? How many people you let in at a time? Oh, okay. Y'all cleaning up, super sterile, and it was. So
They sterilized you too?
you can't sterilize these balls.
What if that was a superpower?
You said what, Jake?
What if that was a superpower? You know, like you're unsterilizable. Your balls just don't stop.
You gotta get at a different word. That's not a superpower. That's I don't know what you call that though. That's a villainous power right there for show. But that's the type of powers you would get if you lived in a world like in My Hero, Wazzy. Like people just got weird powers in that world, and then one dude would have the power to make you sterile, but he wouldn't know that that's what his power was until he was like 40. He'd think he had no powers until something clicked one day, and he realized everybody I touch can't have kids no more.
Stop spoiling the rest of My Hero.
That's my
That
fear.
would be wild.
Having a fucked up power and then not even knowing about it till you 50. Be like, oh, I've been ruining lives.
You've been a villain this whole time. But that begs the question: does intent matter?
Oh,
Does it matter if you deny that you weren't intentionally sterilizing these people?
that shit remind me of fucking SpongeBob SquarePants. They arrested SpongeBob because he made the what's it called? Or they arrested SpongeBob or Patrick, I can't remember. And he was like, they was like, it was you. He was like, it was me. I didn't even know. It's the perfect cry. Does intent matter? Ooh wee.
I mean,
Yeah, it matters. But how much it matters is the question.
Thanos' intent was good.
Huh?
Like the intention behind Thanos was good. It
But
was-
I mean,
Nah, you taking it to another. You taking it backwards.
he did intend to kill those people.
yeah, but to save more or at least half in the process instead of all.
I mean, like it's like you know how we have murder versus manslaughter. Like the act was people died, but did you intend for it to happen or nah? And stuff. Whereas Thanos was the act is that people died. Did you intend it? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean that's like some 5D chess there, right? With what about his intent? Like when you actually break it down further.
Yeah.
Well, then were the Avengers villains to him?
I mean to him, for sure. Like he's
They
just trying to make the
villains.
world a better place. Yeah.
So
Right, but I mean, but then that falls into that whole like relativistic paradox, right? Like that's why you need a little bit of objectivity because, like, no, we know this is bad.
or ever the villain. I'm okay with that one.
Because that Thanos hadn't even like been to the future or nothing, so you can't even say with certainty what you. Your whole point is if we keep letting people do this, then everybody's going to die. But how do you know that, motherfucker? How do you know that naturally something's not going to happen to either get some natural selection going or the universe expands so that we can all be together? You don't know. You just think you know, and then you took that shit into your own hands and you killed half the people, and that's wrong, bitch. Now get these hands.
How do you know he wasn't that natural thing to come along?
And listen, I just was talking. I just seen a podcast where the dude who just wrote a book about naturalism and what is natural. Like, are computers natural? Or computerals? Like,
I know what a computer is, so I'm guessing.
Is that like an overall computer?
yeah, no computerals.
A laptop?
Jesus Christ! But it's just basically on the concept of. We humans like to call something natural if it's created by the earth. But if humans were created by the earth and then humans created something, isn't that still natural? So I don't know. You're right. What if he is the natural thing that was supposed to come and take us out? It didn't happen it didn't happen on Earth 676 or whichever Earth it was because they whooped his ass.
Well, and then also, like, we're very choosy when we use the word natural. Like, we use the word natural to comfort ourselves. Like, oh, it's all natural.
Yeah.
Man, cancer's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Sulfuric acid is natural.
Yeah, don't drink it, though. It's organic, too.
But they got the cranberry sulfuric acid, Jake. Come on, man.
How would you put it that way?
That cran sulfuric, baby. Come on, nah. I gotta get a sip.
Hey, Mike, what are dingleberries again?
That's your nuts, buddy. Got some little dingleberries over there, don't you?
Dingleberries are not nuts.
That's balls. Kick
Nope.
them in his dingleberries.
Imagine actually trying to like tell someone, I'm gonna kick you in your dingleberries. What? You're gonna kick me in my butt crack? Fucking weirdo. That's why Mike got picked on in middle school.
Oh, man. Nah, that's because of my name. That's why I got picked on. I did have a dude be like, shut up, or I'll hit you with your testes. And I was like, what the fuck are the testes? And he made fun of me for like 2 years after that. This guy don't know what testes are. I was in like 6th grade. I've never heard that dumbass term before in my life. Testes.
Wait, how long can you lord that over someone? Like, can you really go and like, can you really chastise a 6th grader for 2 years over not knowing testes?
Listen, the fucking effect dwindled very quickly. He just still brought it up, into 8th grade. It stopped being funny at the end of that day. But he was still bringing that shit up till 8th grade with his bum ass.
It's that tearing others down so that you can feel better.
You see, our podcast got fucking layers, and we always just come back to what we was already talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to, what's the word I'm looking for? Secular.
Yeah, cyclical.
Cyclical!
Yeah, that's for the boys. Right? The boys.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Make you cry. The Onion Boys.
Cheers to the Onion Boys. The boys that no girl ever wants to fuck with.
It's because we're unfuckwittable, man.
Man, I love that term.
Another callback.
You the quarterback?
No, I said another callback to
okay.
earlier.
Facts.
Yeah,
Maybe he's a quarterback.
Right. Why is it? You got one more week for not drinking?
Yeah, whenever I want to stop.
Okay. I'm just saying, would it be technically a month next Saturday? Or
I don't know.
Would it be early or would it be late?
I mean, it probably won't be early.
Okay. I'm just saying because I kept that ugly dog for you. So if you want it next week or if you want it the week after that, you just let me know.
I may just get it out of the way next week.
Oh.
Go ahead and buy another bottle of that. That's a good...
Actually...
Having nasty liquor is a low-key good, party favor. Like, it's a good thing for parties. Just to make everybody take one shot of some nasty-ass shit.
It's a bonding experience, right?
It's a bonding experience, bro. That's a life pro tip for people who want to liven up their party a little bit.
Or if you just want to be a good person, that's what you do.
We should go searching for some of the nastiest liquors.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, what you mean? You got a list?
Well, I don't have a list, but I don't have a bottle in my possession, but I can get a bottle that will do that for you.
We might have just added another layer to our podcast. Take a sip of something nasty to start that shit off.
That's how we say
every week, but every so often, maybe find a bottle or something. If we can surprise the crew with something nasty.
Maybe not once a week.
No, I said whenever we can. Maybe once a month. Okay. Maybe once a month or something. Surprise the crew with something nasty.
12 regrettable shots a year, is more my speed, I think.
Fire, bro. Damn, Jake, I wish I could remember what the hell I was going to say earlier.
You and me both, Mike. Why are you so forgetful today, man? Is it that dragon? That's a good point. My bad. I forgot that you're usually like this.
Hey, I just can't hear. I don't forget a lot.
You don't what?
That was a good one. Because I was about to say, huh? Oh, shit. Anything else, boys, that y'all had on y'all pockets? I got a little bit of time.
Oh, you
Going
do?
to do interpretive dance.
Huh?
I said you're going to do some interpretive dance. You do you.
You guys read about the shit going on in Turkey?
I feel like that sounds familiar, but let me know so I can know if I've seen it or not.
So in Istanbul, you have the Hagia Sophia, which is
Sophia?
The Hagia Sophia, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was a church, a cathedral built in like the 5th century, and when the Ottomans took over and pushed all the Greeks out of there in the 15th century, they converted it to a mosque. Well, in like the 1930s, they decided, let's chill out a little bit and let's go ahead and turn it into a museum. And since for like the past 90 years, it's essentially been in that region like a symbol of peace and coexistence between Christians and Muslims, and all that sort of thing. And I mean, it's a pretty big deal in the Eastern Christian world. The Hagia Sophia is like, we remember that. And Erdogan went ahead and just decided, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back into a mosque. And Russia has been warning him, like, look, don't fuck with the Hagia Sophia, just keep it a museum and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what may or may not happen, because, I mean, we're butt buddies with Turkey, so... So it would require a bit of a shakeup with us in our alliance with Turkey before anything really happens there. But I don't know. We'll see. But it's really just not a good look. It's just seems like it's really gonna escalate a lot of things in the Middle East.
Who'd you say decided to turn it back to a mosque?
Turkey. The president of Turkey is Erdogan.
Yep. That's crazy, bro. So, so Russia say don't touch it. Turkey like, fuck y'all. Now if something happened between them, we might. And it ain't like our fucking relations with Russia been fucking super sweet.
Yeah, and Russia's been slowly becoming much more religious and that sort of thing. Putin has been getting real buddy-buddy with Patriarch Kirill in Moscow. I think it was 2 weeks ago, they just opened up this super big military cathedral and stuff like that. So, like, now and like, this is the Hagia Sophia is honestly specifically Orthodox and stuff. And Russia is the largest Orthodox population in the world. Damn. So you're really, and here's the interesting thing. One of the interesting things too with Russian history in particular, Prince Vladimir, back in like the 900s, he was the Prince of Russia, or of the Rus, and he was super pagan and all that jazz, and he was looking for a way to unite all the different tribes of the Rus, and was having difficulties. So he sent a bunch of emissaries out. He sent emissaries to Germany to visit the Catholics, to Bulgaria to visit the Muslims, to the Khazars to visit the Jews, to Constantinople to visit the Orthodox, and like, all of his people came back, and like the Germans were like, or the ones who went to Germany were like, I don't know, like they're really kind of depressing. I don't think it's going to work too well. the ones who went to Bulgaria to see the Muslims were like, yeah, they don't like they're not allowed to drink alcohol at all, and they don't eat pork. And us Russians, we need both of those things.
Bro, that sounds just like Vikings. I just watched this. The Last Kingdom. They was doing the same shit. The Danes was hanging out with the English. They was like, these motherfuckers boring as hell. Like, y'all just won a battle and y'all just want to pray. We trying to eat. We trying to fuck. We trying to party. What's up? Like, that's funny though.
And then Vladimir, like, he was like, oh yeah, to hell with Judaism. Like, they lost Jerusalem, so obviously God doesn't like them.
Jesus.
And already lost one place.
Yeah, that was his logic. And then the people who came back from Constantinople were like, dude, we went to this place, and it was the Hagia Sophia, and they were like, we honestly have no idea if we were on Earth still or if we were in heaven. It was, and like their stories of their experience of the church services at the Hagia Sophia were so wild that Prince Vladimir was like, all right, sign me up. And that sort of thing. So the building holds a kind of a special place in the heart of Russia.
Right. Very special. So
we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens, man. Shit like this happens every so often, to where you say, "Oh, are we going to get a World War III?" But
it's like the second time this year.
2020, you wow.
So when do the aliens come? Is it next week?
No, the aliens already came. Did you forget that? It was in April.
No, but like when
I forgot about
they
that.
actually like talk with.
Oh no, that wasn't aliens coming. That was them rushing Area 51. Was that this year or last year?
No, that was last year.
Okay, so what you talking about happened in April?
No, there was a bunch of UFO sightings and stuff. And then
they admitted that UFOs were real and shit, and that had the conspiracy theorist genes moving.
Alex Jones couldn't contain himself. Oh!
To bust a nut in your jeans is wild.
What do you mean wild?
What you mean? What do I mean? What the fuck? That's wild.
Has that not happened? Like, is it weird if that happened?
All right, the fact that
I mean, there's a whole song about it. Jizz in my pants.
Right, dude. The way the denim rubs. I'm sorry, I don't have foreskin protecting my glands. The rubbing is a bit. You know what I mean, though?
Nah, I'm so straight. Oh my god!
I'm not talking about gay stuff, Michael.
Yeah, I didn't know that was part of it.
I'm just saying, I don't even want to think about dry jizz jean fabric rubbing against uncircumcised dick. Straight.
Why does it have to be pre-jizzed?
You can take your pants off after.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to sit in your mess.
Lord have mercy. Why not? You already messed. You might as well just soak in it. Live in a moment.
No, man, I'm not an animal. I'm going to go shower.
Bro, obviously you fucking are. Animals come in whatever they wear. So that's what you're doing.
We know what videos Mike likes now.
Mike's watching videos of dogs walking around in jeans.
Hey, yo, so come here. This Doberman got on some Levi's. I'm just cracking up at that dumb shit. That's funny. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Usman versus Masvidal tomorrow.
Yep.
Even though Masvidal, it's like a 5-day notice. I know he was working, and I know he was ready to get this call. They go on Wazi. They are going to Fight Island this weekend.
Fight Island.
Dana White bought an island. All
An
the
island.
fighters. Yeah. And for the listeners, Jake has his imaginary quotation marks, bullshit quotation marks. And they're having a UFC fight on Fight Island
In Abu Dhabi. On Yaz Island, yeah. Yeah, they had the weigh-in earlier.
Yeah. Usman gonna beat his ass, but it's gonna be a good fight though, I hope. Oh, you trying to put some money down? Oh, you trying to some shots?
So I am so glad that they're fighting, and I'm not at all. Because this is the fight that should have happened from the get-go. And but Masvidal did only get 6 days notice. So if he loses, his fanboys definitely have that excuse.
Yep.
If he wins, Usman's boys can go ahead and say the same thing.
Yeah, I was training for a wrestler this whole time.
Right. And I don't like that. I want it to be just a clear-cut sort of thing. But it is what it is, and I do think it's going to be an interesting, good fight. But, I don't know if it's Masvidal's propaganda, but I want him to tear him up.
He got a good story, man. I ain't going to lie to you, but Usman is the fucking truth. Also, Jay, you can't let that other shit, you can't let the fanboys deter you from enjoying the fight. Because even if they had a full camp and they was always supposed to fight each other, the fanboys gonna come up with something to excuse.
But that's a valid argument, though. It's a valid argument, that
always gonna have a valid argument. You gonna have somebody come out. At the last 2 fights I've seen, somebody come out. Well, he got hurt during camp, and people always got shit that they say.
That's not the most valid of arguments, though, in my opinion.
Damn,
Whereas
a week before the fight ain't a valid argument.
I mean, it's a combat sport, and you probably should have been a little bit safer in that sparring session then. Shit does happen, but I really respect what Masvidal has been doing, hanging out with, virtually hanging out with. What are we doing here?
I'm just about to do my Warriors. Come out and play.
But I really respect what Masvidal has been doing with John Jones about bringing the money to people's attention, and fighting for better money, not just for himself, but for all the fighters. Yep. So I appreciate him doing that. He does get his story is not the most interesting to me, but I do respect him for that. The Ben Askren knockout. Respect the fuck out of him for that. Yep. And then, but he had posted this video on his YouTube of the multiple personalities of Kamaru Usman, and watching that. Now I know that it's Masvidal trying to get people obviously against Usman, but boy does it work.
I gotta watch it.
I'm like, okay, well, but I was like, yeah, no, whoop his ass.
That's funny. Well, it's going to be a good fight. It's actually a really good card, too. Max Holloway fighting again against Ragat.
Volkanovski, or something like that, right?
I can't remember who. There's 2 girls fighting that I can't remember who, too. It's a good card. I got to look up the card again. And I would, but I got to get up out of here now. Mm-hmm. So, good shit, boys. Love y'all. Miss y'all. Want to see y'all next week.
Love you, too.
I'm going to have this ugly dog waiting for you. And we'll talk about the album next week as well. That's the No Consensus Podcast, my baby.
Peace.
Hey.
Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance.